The topic of lung cancer is so important because more than 200,000 people in the U.S. are diagnosed every year, and countless many others worldwide. And they all have to suffer through the symptoms of chest pain, coughing, including blood, and wheezing, and even death. So it is so important, and in particular, it is so important to find a cure for it so that those people don't have to go through that anymore, and so that no one ever has to go through it again. Men and women are affected disproportionately by lung cancer, but both in the same way. They start in the lung cancer cells start in your epithelial part of your body, and then create glands and cavities and spread to the rest of your body. Men have a 1 in 15%. Men have a 1 in 15 chance, while women have a 1 in 17 chance. Even though more women have it. The topic is being addressed by money and research and effort being put in by both private companies and governments. However, I think what we need to do to completely find not just progress on the drugs for fighting lung cancer, of which there has been a lot, but to actually find a cure for it is to put all of our effort and all of our money as an international community, as much as we can, as much as humanly possible, to find a cure for it. That is also how I believe it can be fixed. The topic is not resolved, and those 200,000 people in the U.S. and countless others elsewhere in the world will suffer through those symptoms, and even many of them, will die. But if we do find a cure for it, then not only will those people not have to suffer through it anymore, but no one will ever have to suffer through it again. So let's do all we can as humanity to find a cure to lung cancer. Lung cancer affects the cells in the epithelial tissues of your body by forming cavities and glands, which is a problem for your body because it is no longer known as a homeostatic state. Instead, there are these two new changes that can be very negative to the human person that are introduced to your body. For matter, energy, and organization at a global scale, then the cells in people's bodies all over the world, they form in these epithelial tissues, which then create glands and cavities in your body. Lung cancer cells reproduce to spread throughout your body, and inheritance has to do with how they are passed down from generation to generation, at least some of the time. Lung cancer cells are interdependent on each other in that they depend on each other to spread throughout your body and for the cancer to spread. Lung cancer cells in a person's body evolve from first being just in their epithelial tissues, creating glands and cavities, but then spreading to other parts of a person's body. For cell function, the cells start in the epithelial part of your body, and they later create glands and cavities, which is the problem for your body, and that makes them no longer in a homeostatic environment. It makes them in a disrupted environment because of the glands and the cavities that are now in it. The cells are organized to start at your epithelial part of your body, and then later spread to the rest of your body. Start with 2 at one part of the body, go to 4 at another part of the body. Cells also reproduce to spread throughout your body, and inheritance has to do with the fact that it is somehow genetically passed down. So, sometimes, not somehow. The lung cancer cells are interdependent on each other to spread throughout your body, and they evolve from the epithelial part of your body, from just glands and cavities to other parts of your body. So, for stability, your body, represented by this table, tries to prevent the cancerous cells from spreading to the rest of your body by creating new cells to and antioxidants to try to fight the cancer cells off